Hello Pisces, thank you for tuning into your general read. Excuse me. No, I think that was right. Sorry about that. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. There's her name, if I can move my fingers. There you go. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Still feels like this is a little off. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. Probably not. Already shuffled. Let's see what we got. Pisces. All right. So... So I feel like this is actually good, but, well, let's keep going, because I'm not sure if you're going to feel good about it or not. To be honest, it ends well, it ends really well, but let's see. I want to go to the beginning, but I'm already getting in the center here. Seems like you agonize about something that actually turns out in your favor. So I don't know why we're jumping ahead a little bit, but I feel like we're going towards something that you're going to agonize about, but it's going to turn out great because you got good cards at the end. So I don't know why we're warning about that before we get into it, but it feels like that's important. Because when we're going into this time, we have the Four of Wands. So you're coming into a situation that's pretty well stable, established, I should say. This is what's going on between you and the other side. So this definitely can go the marriage route, like somebody you're married to, if you're married, somebody you're in a deep relationship with. That's possible. But it's like, this could be easily a work situation, but if it is, it's typically someplace you're well established there, you know your job, you're respected for it, you know what I mean? People know you know what you're doing. Sometimes people come to you for questions, that type of feeling. Another way this could go is just something that's well established. Like, you're definitely well established. You and the other side have that common bond where you know where you stand. If we aren't going to beat that to death. All right, so when we're coming into this, that's the energy. But the next thing coming in is the Chariot, I'm noticing. So the Chariot means something to me is moving forward, but there's no two ways about it. I don't even feel... See, I don't feel like either side has a choice. Like, it feels environmental, like something beyond the two. Well, it could be you as a part of a group or you working with someone else. Just in case it's that work situation, like if it's that, it's you a part of a group where you're well established, though. Something's coming forward in a third-party perspective, and it's pushing things forward with the Chariot. Like, things are going through to the next level. And I'm getting, like... It's kind of like maturing from, like, you know, like a 10-year-old has certain things, certain responsibilities, and then puberty hits and life changes. It's that type of change, if that makes sense. It's like, everything's great, everything seems fine. You're not really expecting, even though you've heard things are coming forward, you're not really sure what to expect. And then, bam. Like, it's the puberty type change. It's that type of change. And my nose is starting to drip. I don't know why. That's great. It didn't just have hot peppers. That's why. That's why. So this change is coming in. It feels third party. It feels outside of your control or the group or whoever you're working with, dealing with, whatever that may be. And your reaction is the King of Pentacles with the creativity card, which don't get caught up in the gender like I always say, but typically the King of Pentacles, I feel he's more like the analytical side. He seems to be involved in that side. Like, opposed to like the Queen, she seems to see things from a more mature emotional state. He seems to be more analytical. Excuse me, my nose is ridiculous. Sorry. He seems more analytical. This is how this is where this piece fits. This is how this fits into here. Like, you know, 1 + 2 = 3. Like, this is how it works. That's where you put it. That's how he seems to be moving through it. And that seems to be where you're standing, but you also, like, even though I feel like you're looking at the situation in a rational sense, like, all right, things are moving forward. It's time to move forward. It was going to happen. I kind of knew that. Not sure what to expect, but it's going to happen. You have the creativity right next to it because you have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of wonder. You get a lot of wonder, and you're letting yourself enjoy the moment by considering the possibilities. Are we good? Is this going too fast? No, I feel like we're going good. So I have this weird feeling like I'm jumping out of order, but I guess it's because of the way this all started. Just kind of threw me off a bit. When you're going through this, you have a rational standpoint, but you're allowing yourself to wonder how good it could get. Okay? The other side, like, if it's a work situation, other people in the group, if it's a partner situation or something like that where you're well established, the other side, you have like wonderment. When I say wonder, you're kind of looking like, I don't know where this is going, but I have a lot of hope, a lot of positive outlook. It's kind of what I'm feeling. The other side, it's just kind of like trying to understand what's happening. I don't feel, either if it's a group or another person, whoever this is hitting, not really the biggest fan. Not really liking it, but I don't feel like they're being a downer. They're just kind of like, well, until I have a reason to get excited, I'm not so excited. And I'm getting like, they seem to be squelching your wonder. They seem to be squelching your positive attitude, and you're just kind of like, oh, I guess you're right. I mean, it does, like, there's no guarantee this is going to go well. There's no guarantee this is going to be a positive change. This next development, it could be a lot worse. Maybe I won't like it. And I feel like you're starting to question that. And this element, whoever this is not purposely trying to do that. I feel like whoever this is, whether it's a group, like it's a work situation, or it's another person you're dealing with in some other situation, they're just trying to protect themselves, and they don't want to get over excited about something that might fall flat. So they're not purposely trying to like rain on your parade, but they have to stay in a really realistic spot for themselves because they don't want to get all excited just to get dropped on their butt. They seem to be very nervous about that. They don't want to get excited just to be let down. And I feel like when you're connecting with this person or people, possibly people, it is kind of dragging you down. And I feel like this is kind of affecting you in the sense of like, here's that moment I was talking about. The Two of Swords, you're not sure what to do. And I feel like as this chariot is moving forward, like it's moving forward, it's kind of like with this energy, it's dragging you forward is what I'm getting. And you're having a hard time with it, I'm feeling, because you're just like, you're not really sure if you really want to move forward after hearing this information over here. You're just kind of like, I don't know if I want to move forward. Is there a way I could hold this off? Is there a way we could slow this down? Can we wait? Can we think about this? It's moving forward anyway. I feel like you're being pulled forward. And the chariot is just dragging you right through. And I'm getting, this is that moment I was talking about where you're just like, oh no, what if, like, I don't know if I want to go forward now. I mean, it was good the way it was. I don't know if I want to take this chance. And the thing is, you don't really have that ability to make a choice. It's kind of already in the air. It's already kind of happening. It's kind of like in the air, like pollen, outside in the spring. If you're outside and a big wind full of pollen comes at you, you have to go inside. You can try to go inside, but by the time you get inside, you probably already got it anyway. And the thing is, you can only wait inside so long before you have to go outside anyway. You know what I mean? Like, there's really no escaping it, is what I'm getting. You might be able to hide or dodge it for a little while. I don't feel like that's going to work, though. Are we good? Now, I want to, like, I'm a Pisces myself, and not to be stereotypical, but Pisces are known for having some sort of intuitiveness. And some degree, at some point, they usually have an intuitive nature somewhere. And I'm getting, when you first had this creativity and you were getting excited, I feel like part of you knew, like, this was a good thing for you. The thing is, there seems to be a time span, and I'm noticing this time span from the moment where the chariot takes off until it finally touches down on its destination. Destination, for those who can't understand what I'm saying because I'm mumbling. Sorry. So there's a time distance, subject to what you're going through. It's a general read, granted. But when the Chariot does touch down, you got 2 cards reinforcing how good this is. You got the 6 of Wands, which is a victory card in my opinion. I mean, success, great, happy. That's like going out to the battle and coming back with the least amount of casualties and the maximum amount of reward. Let's put it that way. And then you got true love come to me. Like, this is telling me not only did it work out wonderful, like when you got there, when the change was done, it was good. It was really good. But the true love come to me is telling me you are so happy with it. You're very comfortable. It worked out better than you thought it would. This fits for you. This fits great for you. And I'm getting for the other people around, it does fit well for them too. And I'm getting like the big piece to this, and I'm just as guilty as this at this as anyone else could be. Letting somebody else or letting other people kind of drown your mood. And I feel like that's the thing. You don't have to like be pushy with how you feel. I mean, that's not something it's not on your shoulders to bring somebody up and make them feel excited about something. But the whole point is like, let somebody else have their voice. Let them feel how they're gonna feel, but then release it. You know, as a Pisces, we can go warm and cold. This might be one of those moments you just want to go cold, and you understand, you acknowledge, but you let it go. And you just stick in how you feel and stick in that optimism. Because I am feeling like this card is negatable. You can negate it. You don't have to feel worried about it. You don't have to worry, especially since you're getting dragged into the future anyway. Might as well just go with the flow. I'm feeling going with the flow. It doesn't feel like it makes things go any faster in this situation. I feel like there's an environmental factor. It's just going to go as fast as it's going to go. But you may enjoy it a lot more if you just, negate this card, go with the flow, go with your intuitive nature. Does it feel good to you? Because in the beginning, if this reading is hitting, I feel like it does. When an initial change comes forward, it feels good to you. It's when other people start giving their 2 cents, you kind of assimilate their attitude towards it. Which, there's nothing wrong with how they feel for them. But there's no need for you to absorb that and make it your own. Leave that, let them have their thing. In fact, if you have to disconnect from these people and just not talk about this subject with them, so be it. But I feel like you know of a way to work around this, because they're just saying don't let somebody else's mood dictate yours. Their mood is right for them. It's the correct way to look at it for them. That's not for you. You feel the way you want to feel. Go with the flow. Negate this. Don't feel nervous. Just go with it. Negate this card out. It's not going to make it go any faster, but I feel like you're going to enjoy it more. It'll be easier trip, easier flow for you, because you're going to end up with this victory card and the true love come to me. I feel like it's going to work out great for you and the other people involved. And it's better for you to enjoy it rather than to have that moment of doubt, which I talked about in the very beginning, and I'm feeling here too in the center. You don't have to have that though, if I can speak. Anything else? I think we're good. All right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.